Buon pomeriggio, welcome to Clelia's Cucina Italiana. Here we are and it's fall, and I thought since fall is coming we would make a nice soup. And we're gonna make lentil soup with sausages. So we're gonna get started so you can see just how I do it, and if you like my version of it. We start with a couple tablespoons of olive oil. Put this on. And I'm putting 5 sausages. There's one in there already, but you can put as many as you want. But I think 5 or 6 is probably okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna put them in so they can brown. They would really give a nice flavor to the soup. Okay, so we're gonna wait until this gets down a little bit. Just brown. Okay, while this browns, I'm gonna tell you what goes in. I like my soup, you know, I put a lot of vegetables. We started with 2 medium onions chopped. I have about 6 pieces of celery, okay? And about 5 or 6 carrots, like good sized carrots, as you can see from the size. And then I put in 2 cups of crushed tomatoes. And then I put in like 1 large clove of garlic, chopped, you know, not too fine, I mean, coarse. And then a half a teaspoon of dry mustard that just gives it a little nice flavor. And then, of course, you know, salt and freshly ground black pepper. Okay? I like to brown the sausage a little bit so that it will give a nice flavor. And then I put the cover on a little bit, so it won't be a total mess. With that, if you want, you can add a little bit of pasta, or you can just have it like that. Okay, so we got the sausage going here. Just a little bit more. And also, while this is cooking, now these are the lentils, which, you know, I advise you to check them through when you get them out of the bag, because there's always like little pebbles or little pieces of grains or dark pieces that you might not want in the soup. And then definitely rinse it with cold water. Okay? There we go. Okay, we'll leave that alone. And I think this is done enough that I can cut it now. Wow, they look good. Okay, I'm just going to chunk it like. Doesn't have to be cooked. I just want it to brown a little bit to add flavor, because this will cook in the soup. Okay, so it doesn't matter if it's raw in the middle. All right, here we go. And as you can see, I'm just doing big pieces. And like I said, I put in 5, but you can put as many as you want. I mean, you know, but 5 or 6 is really a good amount for 1 pound of lentils, okay? A whole bag. And even on the vegetables, I mean, you can put a little bit less if you want. I myself, this is to my taste, I like lots of vegetables in it. Now, if you don't like to put sausage, you can also put bacon, or you could put pancetta, and you just will brown it the same way. Or another thing that my mom used to use too would be salt pork. You know, you can chop it up and put that in, and that gives really a nice flavor, very nice flavor. And now to that, we're gonna start with the onion first, because it takes a little bit longer. That's 2 medium-sized onions. And this is for 1 pound of lentils, okay? So we let that saute a little bit. I mean, you can just put everything together if you want, lentils, but I mean, this gives it a little bit, a better flavor if you saute the vegetables a little bit. And I wouldn't put any salt yet, because otherwise the vegetables are gonna throw out some water. And we don't want it to water because we want them to brown a little bit first. Okay, so we'll keep it on high. And to that, we just have 1 clove of garlic, large and coarsely cut. Okay, put that in. And just keep it on high. Okay, we'll keep that on high a little bit. And then with the celery, like I said, I put about 5 or 6, you know, the outer parts. And if they look like they're a little bit too stringy, like I usually use the peeler to peel it off a little bit. All right? And then I like to use some of these leaves that are inside. Just, I'm going to use this with the sausage there. Okay, just chop that up and put that in too. Just like so. And this is great because, you know, once you peel the vegetables and you put everything in, I mean, then you can just walk away, and it will take about an hour. And, you know, you have a nice dinner for a couple of nights sometimes. Okay, so we put this in, the celery and the carrots. They can go in at the same time. And we'll let that saute a little bit. I'm not going to put salt yet, but I'm going to put some pepper. So, this is going to be delicious. Zuppa di Lenticchie is the word in Italian for lentils. In case you were interested on how to say that in Italian, I thought I'd tell you. Okay, and also I have a half a teaspoon of dry mustard, okay? I mean, if you don't want, you can skip it, but I think it gives it a nice flavor. And now we add, you know, we can let the saute as much as we want. I mean, a little bit until golden, maybe a little bit longer even. And then I add 2 cups of crushed tomatoes, all right? Okay, at this point now, we wash the lentils and we can just add them in. Like I said, rinse them, look them through, check them through for pebbles or little pieces of stuff you don't want. Good enough. And that's it. We add some water. Or if you want, you can add some chicken broth, but I always use water, especially since we have sausage. You know, that gives it enough flavor. Now we add about 8 cups. And that depends on, you know, how much broth you want. You know, sometimes people like it a little bit more dry, like, so I myself like it with about 8. It depends how juicy you want it. It's all up to you. Yeah, that's it. So now we can add some salt to your taste. I say at least a tablespoon. and that's all there is to it. You leave it on for about 45 minutes to an hour, and everything will be cooked. Close to an hour. All right, and then check it every so often. If it looks too dry, add a little bit more of water. And there it is. Until next time, this is Clelia. Buon appetito e arrivederci alla prossima volta. Now try this delicious soup, Zuppa di Lenticchie. It's really good. Ciao.